Now, we've been talking about rights, and whether you stand up for your own rights or not really depends on whether you believe that you deserve to be able to stand up for your rights. Are you okay about yourself? And similarly, whether you stand up for other people's rights and respect their views depends really on whether you believe that they are okay enough to deserve to have those rights. So this idea of being okay is essential to the subject of assertiveness. And the word okay is quite an important word to define. We're not talking about believing that you're perfect or believing that you're better than everybody else. You just got to believe that you're okay as a person. You're good enough to deserve to have rights and to stand up for them. So it's important to think about, are you okay? Do you think that you're generally all right as a person? And also, other people, is your starting point with other people that they're generally okay or not? And it's not going to be good for relationships if your starting position is that other people are generally not okay. Now, we can draw a little 2x2 matrix of this. And on the vertical axis, we're going to have whether you're okay or not. So we're going to have you're okay and you're not okay on the vertical axis. On the horizontal axis, we're going to have how you feel about other people. Do you generally believe that other people are okay or that they're not okay? And if you look at the combinations, clearly the top left is where we want to be for the best results in any relationship. The problems start to happen in the other boxes. So this top left one, where we believe we're okay and they are, that's where assertiveness is, and that's where we want to be. But what about the top right, where you believe that you're okay, but the other person is not? This is the aggressive box, and there are people who naturally gravitate to this box. Their starting position is, the world is stupid. I've got an example of this somebody told me about in a hospital. And there was a doctor there who had touched a patient, and he was washing his hands after doing that. And when he looked around, there were no towels. So he pulled the curtain down off the wall, dried his hands on the curtain, and just threw it away on the floor and said, "Nurse, there's no towels." And that's really aggressive. His belief is that he's the only person with a brain in that place, and the rest of them are all idiots. That's really aggressive. Not a good starting point. Now, that's going to harm the results that doctor gets. If he needs help from other people, they're not going to be on his side. It's not a good starting point. The nurses, on the other hand, in that situation, they were pushed into the bottom left, into the I'm not okay box. They were submissively hiding behind one of the beds, probably thinking, oh no, we've upset the doctor. And you might think, well, not many people are going to be in the I'm not okay box. But actually, it's very easy to be in the not okay box. Do you like the sight of yourself in a mirror? Do you like the sound of your voice on an answer phone message? And people are often not even okay about how they look or how they sound, let alone all the other intricacies of their personality. And the thing is that the world is trying to push us down into this not okay box. You look at women's magazines, they've got beautiful people, airbrushed, looking perfect. And there's pressure on us to look like the woman on the cover or the man on the cover of men's magazines increasingly as well. So it's very important to believe that you're okay and to have maybe a mantra, which is nobody's going to push me into the not okay box. I'm okay as a person, I'm not perfect, but I'm good enough, and the world is not going to tell me that I'm not. I'll decide whether I'm okay or not. Now, there is one more box I haven't mentioned. The I'm not okay and the world is also not okay box. And this box is unsustainable. You can't live in this box. Apparently, teenagers quite often start in the bottom left feeling not okay. They're spotty, they can't get a girlfriend, everything's too difficult. And then as they start to lose respect for their parents and discover their parents don't know all the answers either, they start to move across into that bottom right box. But of course, then the problem is you've got nothing to cling to at all. Nothing's all right. And the theory goes that you have to come out either by going upwards into the aggressive box of, everybody's a fool, they don't understand me, they've got no taste in clothes, they've got no musical taste, or they have to go back into the depressed box of, I'm just not good enough. But hopefully, whichever box they come out into, they will eventually find their way up into that top left box of believing that they're not too bad really, and the world isn't too bad really, and then they can get on with life. So I'd like you to just think about yourself. Which is your home box? Do you tend to be a bit too not okay about yourself? Or do you tend to assume that other people are not okay? Hopefully you're safely in that top left box of believing that you're okay and that everyone else is. And remember, you decide whether you're okay. Nobody else can push you into that not okay box.